Hi, this is Carl from CorelDraw Video. This short video I'm going to show you how to put a grain fill into different shapes such as this rectangle or these different shapes up here. Very easy process, so let's get started. Let me close this out right here. First thing we're going to do is come up here to Google and go to Google Images, which is what I have pulled up. I'm going to type in grain fill. Click on this, and not quite what I wanted. So let's just go to woodgrain. Hit enter. That's what I wanted right there. So I typed in woodgrain under Google Images, and this is what came up. So I'm going to start a file and save a lot of these wood grains, such as this one right here. I'm just going to right click, save image as, and in my documents I have down here wood grain. So I'm going to save that one and continue with this until I have all the different types of wood that I think I need, such as this looks like maybe a Bacote or a Wengay. This could be a Padauk or an oak. Okay, you see all these different grains here. This looks like a spalted wood of some sort. So come here and save you a bunch of wood grains in a file that's easily accessible. So I'm going to X out of this. Okay, now we're going to apply those wood grains inside these different shapes. So I'm going to scroll out a little bit. I'm going to move all these out of the way. Move them over here. Now I've already made these shapes. So I'm going to come up here to Tools and scroll down to Scrapbook and click on Browse. Now yours will probably come up under My Documents or wherever is the default if you've never used this. But wherever you hid your file full of all those wood grains, you need to pull that up. And mine is under My Documents. And it is right here, wood grain. Just going to left click on this one, and you can see all the different wood grains that I have here saved up. Okay, I'm going to left click and drag this one over. Okay, we're going to put this wood grain in this rectangle. So you can see that is much smaller. So we're just going to left click and drag this and drag the node and make this bigger. Make this wood grain bigger. Big enough that it will be bigger than the rectangle. Okay, I moved it out of the way. Okay, with your pick tool highlighted, I'm going to left click on the wood grain, come up here to Effects, left click Effects, go down to Powerclip, scroll to the right, Place Inside Container, left click that. You'll see the big black arrow come up. I'm just going to move the arrow inside this rectangle, left click. Okay, and now I'm going to move this rectangle inside my drawing page, and all I have to do is hit the P button on the keyboard, and it centers it on this page. Okay, this is going to be the inside of the frame. This is going to be a picture frame, so this is going to be the inside of the picture frame. So I'm going to hit P, and it got placed behind this other rectangle. So I'm going to come up here to Arrange, go down to Order, In Front Of, and left click with a big black arrow on the wood grain. I'm going to come over to the color palette, left click and right click. Okay, now my picture frame has the center cut out, and I'm going to put some decoration on the side of this frame. So let's just use this one right here. I'm going to pull this one over. Now these four objects right here are grouped together. You can tell that because if I left click on one, all of them are highlighted. If they are ungrouped, it will be like this. One of them will be highlighted. So we want to highlight all those together. Come up to Arrange, Group. Okay, we need to stretch out this color like we did before. Pull it down a little bit. Let's go back over. Okay, that should work. So I'm going to pull this over right here. Okay, this is highlighted. You can tell because all the nodes are around it. Come up here to Effects, like we did earlier. Come down to Powerclip. Left click on Place Inside Container. And I'm going to put my big fat black arrow inside this design and left click, and you see how it was placed in there. Now we don't really want these black lines around here. So I'm just going to highlight this and right click on the white. Okay. We're going to place this on top of this. We know this is already centered onto the page because we hit the P button earlier, so we're going to do the same with this. Going to hit the P button, and again it is behind this other layer. So we'll go to Arrange, Order. We're going to put to front of layer. See how it comes up to the front. Okay, let's go ahead and add a picture into here. So I'll come over here to my pictures and just open up a random picture from miscellaneous pictures. Let's left click and drag this one onto the page. X out of here. This is the top of the courthouse in the county where I live in, so I'm just going to make this smaller. While we're doing this, I'll come over and X out of here. Go ahead and delete that from, did that earlier. Okay, this is way too big to fit in there, so I'm going to make it much smaller. Much smaller than that. Let's see if it'll fit. Still needs to shrink a little bit. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Looks good, but this is just an example, so we're going to put this inside of here to look like a framed picture. So like we did earlier, this is highlighted. All the nodes are around it. Come up here to Effects, Powerclip, left click, put it inside here, left click, there you go. Hope I showed you something here. I'm going to take this a little bit further in my next video. and show you something that several designers do not want you to see. So until then, hope I taught you something here, and hope you be able to use this in your designing. Thanks for watching.